as the rally rolls by, the cleanup crews clear away what's left of the Sox celebration. Some fans just don't want it all to end, and hey, who can blame them? The run was energizing, the rolling rally historic.
I think it was just a very special day, and you know, a day that got on the city's history. It's a day that really Boston shown once again.
It was the largest parade in city's history, and out of the 3.2 million screaming fans, only 15 arrests by Boston police, 5 by MBTA. This was a family day fit for true champs in a championship city.
So we put this together in 36 hours, which is amazing, and it worked so well in the city, and everybody behaved themselves, and it shows you could have large crowds in the city of Boston and have people who behave themselves.
And it wasn't just while they were there. Would you believe that all these people got in and out of the city without a hitch? It was busier than a Monday morning rush hour.
Today, the trains were filled exclusively with Red Sox fans, and they were all well behaved. They all, you know, conducted themselves in an orderly fashion, and we had virtually no problems at all.
A long, certainly exhausting ride that really ended with a splash. And only 12 people were transported to the hospital with minor injuries, 30 people treated here on the scene. And of the 15 arrests, it was really just minor stuff. The mayor says his one regret of the day, the rain. He says he'll try to fix that for next year. Live at Fenway Park tonight, Kate Merrill for Nightcast at 10.
The Sox faithful stood in the rain for hours just to get a glimpse of their heroes rolling past. Trot Nixon used a microphone to talk to fans along the route. He also videotaped the day, as did several players. As Peg Rusconi found out, today was a long time coming for veteran Sox fans.
As one sign said, joy to the world, the Red Sox won. Aboard a caravan of duck boats, Red Sox Nation's curse-reversing heroes jumped and reveled in the city's happiness, poked fun at a certain New York franchise, and waved at a sea of adoring fans. Fans like the Weedman family of Franklin.
Even though I'm 23, I have been suffering since I was about 5, thanks to my father.
I think we owe it to the players to come today.
I miss the Pope, so I want to see the Red Sox.
By the time the parade got to Copley Square, fans were about 20 deep here on the sidewalk and stories high above.
I love the Red Sox. The Red Sox are my life. I love them.
Loved them enough to have traveled from way out of state.
I always told my sons, they grew up in Maryland, that if this day ever came, we would be there. And we're here.
The Red Sox saw our sign, and we chased them down until we saw it, and you know, it just made our lives, basically.
I couldn't describe the feeling.
How long are you going to remember this?
Forever.
Navigating jubilant, fan-choked streets, the parade moved on to the River Charles. Fans along the banks and bridges relishing that unfamiliar thing in the October air, the sweet feeling of winning. In Boston, I'm Peg Rusconi for Nightcast at 10.
And how about this, a pitcher hit by a pitch? That's Pedro Martinez's story today. The Sox ace was rolling along in his duck boat when a flying baseball hit him in the forehead. A witness said the ball came from the crowd and bounced 15 feet off the Sox pitcher's head. But don't panic, he is okay. The team's other ace pitcher, Curt Schilling, used a crutch to help him get through today's parade. Schilling has a dislocated tendon and he is set for surgery next week. His doctor just released new information, and sports will have more on this story in just 10 minutes. There was a sign in the parade that got everyone's attention. Manny Ramirez made a sign that said, "Jeter's playing golf today. This is better." As you can imagine, Manny's sign was a crowd favorite. And the Sox also paid homage to Red Sox of the past. Johnny Pesky, Sam Horn, and Butch Hobson also took part in today's duck boat flotilla.
Before the parade got started, city officials joined the team for a special ceremony at Fenway Park. That's where Sox owner John Henry passed the World Championship trophy over to Mayor Menino, sparking a roar from the crowd. Some of the Sox players were still pinching themselves to make sure the whole thing wasn't a dream.
You know, it was just an emotional roller coaster. I started off the playoffs carrying out the food bucket out to the bullpen and ended up pitching the Game 4 of the World Series.
Here's Derek Lowe a little later on in full parade mode with his teammates aboard one of those duck boats, making the most of the Sox day in the sun.
And the nightcast was live on the duck boats for the entire parade route. Our Dan Roach rode alongside Gabe Kapler, Doug Mirabelli, and Jason Varitek. We had a small video camera on board showing us a different perspective of the parade. You'll get an exclusive look at this video coming up in sports. In our coverage earlier today, we ran a very special montage of the Sox postseason play. We received many phone calls asking about that video, so set your VCRs or TiVo for tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. right here on UPN 38, when we will re-air that piece during Red Sox This Week.